Brian Yakdude here again for the third installment of the Precision Flight tutorial series. What we're going to talk about today is snap rolls. There's not a whole lot to be said on this topic, and I'll just kind of give it the basic rundown of what needs to be said. Otherwise, it's just kind of a learning thing. There's not a whole lot to doing a snap, but I'll just show what I know and how I think I can be helpful. So let's get into it. A snap roll basically is a pitch break of the airplane where it's actually stalled off the wing and it is rotating around the central point, or the CG, of the airplane. So this will use typically all four control surfaces and throttle management. There are two different types of snap rolls. There's positive and negative, and they can be done in both left and right directions of roll. In any way, shape, or form, or any way the aircraft is oriented, the airplane can do a snap as long as it has enough momentum to do so. So let's go ahead and get to it. The first thing I'm going to show are a few common mistakes made while doing snaps. There are a lot of variables, from too much or too little of rudder, elevator, aileron, throttle. So there's a lot that can be done wrong. First one I'm going to show is too much elevator. So while that wasn't too bad, this gives the airplane a very deep snap, and this isn't really what we want. It's harder to control, especially in wind. It'll get you way blown off your track because the airplane has come to almost a screeching halt when the snap is done. Another thing might be too little elevator. This isn't always a problem depending on the airplane. Some airplanes actually snap without elevator in general. I'll go ahead and show a snap without elevator. And really, the snap looked very good. The wing stalled, the airplane rotated just how it should. So some airplanes don't need elevator. Depends on your setup, depends on your airplane. So you just kind of have to figure that out. Another thing might be too little throttle. So if I get going a little too slowly here, the airplane didn't have enough momentum to keep itself moving once it got through that snap. The same thing will happen in an upline. So the airplane might dip, come off its track, kind of look sloppy, and this isn't what we want. Power management is definitely a big factor here. If you have the power to keep the airplane with enough momentum, use it. Always use the power. Here I'm going to show just one positive snap. I didn't land it perfectly. I'll do another one. Still didn't get it, but you get the point. So what it shows is the airplane started the snap, the wing stalled, the airplane rotated, and then it came out keeping its track. While my wings didn't end up level, the airplane kept its track. I would be deducted for that because my wings didn't end up level. But it's all pretty much the same. So of course you want your wings to be level when coming out of a snap. You want them to stop where they started, unless you're doing an uneven snap like a 1.5 or a half snap. So the idea is to get the airplane to start or to end right where you started it, and they come out on the same line. Now what I'll talk about are the different types of snaps. So like I said before, there are 4 ways to do a snap: positive, negative, and then the different directions. So you have positive to the left, to the right, or even negative to the right, negative to the left. These can be done upright or inverted. It doesn't matter. It's always positive or it's always negative. G-forces do not change when the airplane is in different orientations. It's always the same. Now, usually used in sequences are positive snaps, 1.5s, 1 3/4. Uncommonly 2 snaps or 2 rotation snaps, and then half snaps. I'll go ahead and show a few of those there. I'll go ahead and do a negative 1.5 turn snap and a 45-degree downline. So that was a negative 1.5, starting from inverted, making a full rotation, then a half rotation to upright. I'll go ahead and come across, do a 45-degree upline, 1.5 positive. So again, starting upright, full rotation, half rotation, ending inverted. Now, one kind of weird snap is the half snap. This, I believe, isn't used until you reach the unlimited class in IMAC, and they are not used in F3A precision aerobatics. The half snap is kind of a weird, slightly difficult maneuver, but once you basically have snaps down, it's not that difficult. So I'll go ahead and show a half snap from inverted here. Wasn't very good. I'll go ahead and show a positive one from upright. So all it is literally half a snap to the opposite, upright or inverted. It's very quick and can easily be over rotated because the airplane wants to keep going, especially if it's holding a lot of momentum. I can't really give any serious tips on how to under and over rotate. That is in your control movement and learning how much throw to use. I don't recommend when doing snaps using 3D rates. It usually throws the snap off a lot. IMAC or precision rates are usually what's preferred, and again, for your airplane and for your taste, how you want the airplane to snap, you're going to have to go ahead and set that up yourself. But a quick, clean, consistent snap is what you're aiming for. 40% airplanes will take longer to rotate than a 50cc, and so on. So that will be different from airplane to airplane. So I think that's about all I have to say. Oh wait, actually, you know what? I have one more thing I want to add, is snapping in the wind. I'm sorry to just kind of abruptly do this. Let me go ahead and add some wind. I'm going to go to about 5 miles an hour on real flight. This doesn't really change. The biggest idea is throttle management. So I believe I'm going into the wind here. I'm going to pull a vertical upline, stay not quite vertical, do a snap, and keep on my line. So all I did was make the snap very quick and then immediately correct myself to get back on the line. Go ahead and do that on a down line as well. So not much changes while in wind correction, be it positive or negative, but just if you get off your line with the snap, you need to be on it very quickly to pick up your line again. It's kind of it's a little bit of a quirky process, but with practice won't be a problem at all. So I think that's all I have to say, and I hope this tutorial has been helpful for you, and I hope you look forward to the videos to come. Thank you very much for watching, and have a Merry Christmas, everyone.